Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rekag Wadash. I would like to give double honors to the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the true leaders of Israel to this day, who taught me this truth. And I would like to say shalom to all the Akim and the Akwaf that's believing on this truth, that's seeking their salvation at the hands of Yahawah, through his only begotten Son, Yahawashi. I would like to say Shalom. So today, I want to go into a quick video, okay, and I'm going to start off in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, because a sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil. And as we look out into this world, no one thinks that a judgment is coming, okay? Especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? Y'all truly don't think y'all power, okay, which his name is Yahawah, okay, is going to get down in the earth, okay? But it tells you in the book of Psalms, let's go here right quick, how Yahawah is known by the judgments, okay, that he's going to execute. This is Psalms chapter 9 and verse 16. It says, the Lord Yahawah is known by the judgments which he executeth. Okay, and you gotta look back into the days of old. Okay, this is the power that flooded the entire earth and only saved 8 souls. All right, this is the power that brought forth, okay, fire and brimstone among 5 cities. Okay, and we're coming into the time where he's getting ready to bring forth a great judgment during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we're right at the door, all the way up into nuclear destruction. All right, but you still got Jake's running around trusting, okay, in the oppressor. Okay, let's read. The Lord is known by the judgments which he executeth. Okay, the wicked is snared in the works of his own hands. Higgaion Salah. So you got to remember, our Lord is known by the judgments which he execute. All right, he's getting ready to execute judgment on a whole nother scale in the earth. Okay, and Jake is running around, okay, thinking this thing is cute. All right, they're hoping that this government reopens. All right. They're hoping that, their plans for the holidays is back on. All right. But no matter what, evils are growing upon the earth, as it tells you in Ezekiel. Let's go here. Evils are still growing upon the earth. Only evils are being prepared for this place. This is the book of Ezekiel 7 and 5. It says, thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. The end is coming. That's what we keep telling Jacob. We're at the end of this man's kingdom. All right. We're at the end of an age. But Jake wants to continue to dwell over here in the land of Egypt. Okay. And this is going to be his resting place. All right. A lot of people are getting ready to go back to the spiritual realm. All right. The end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come. Okay. So we're at the end. All right. And we're seeing, okay, prophecy play out we're seeing prophecy play out real time. All right. And Jake is not taking anything serious. So let's go back to the book of Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because a sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, it is and his days be prolonged. Yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. And that's the elect. Okay, the hopeful elect. Okay, but Lord willing, we endure and become the elect. We're the only one fearing. All right. We're the only one that has a temperature, okay, towards prophecy. All right. With all these things happening in the earth, you can't tell what time you're living in, Jake, as it tells you in the book of Matthew 16. Let's go there. Okay, Jake, you can't tell what time you live in there? This is the book of Matthew. Let's go here. chapter 16. All right, in verse 1, it says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, tempting, desiring him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the skies, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Jake, you can't discern what side what time you're living in. Okay, it tells you how a wise man's heart discern both time and judgment. You don't know what time you're living in. You don't understand the judgment's at the door. Okay. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and go to the book of Ezekiel 12. Okay. That proverb in Israel is getting ready to cease. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 21, and it says, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, days are prolonged and every vision faileth? And that's how Jake think to this very day. Okay, that these prophecies, because when you go into that word vision, okay, it goes into prophecies, okay, divine oracles, you know, and they think these prophecies that Yahawah Yahawashi, okay, has written in the volume of the book is going to fail. Okay, verse 23. Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease. Okay, our power is getting ready to make this proverb to cease. But how is he going to do that? Okay, he's going to do it by showing you. Okay, see, Jake got to be shown. All right, Jake don't take shit serious. Okay, into that ass whooping is on his heels. Okay. Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and I will, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but saying to them, the days are at hand in every effect of every vision. Okay. For there shall be no more vain visions, nor flattering divinations in the house of Israel. Okay. See, these, these prophecies are getting ready to speak. Okay, as it tells you in the book of Habakkuk, these prophecies getting ready to speak. All right, these prophecies are actually jumping off the pages. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And it says, and the Lord Yahawah answered me and said, write the visions, okay, these prophecies, and make it plain upon tables, the Bible, all right, that he may run that readeth it. For the visions are yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and we're at the end. Okay. Contrary to popular belief. Okay. Everybody want to believe in the Bible until you start speaking about prophecy. Okay. Well, we're at the end of this man's age. Okay. We're at the end of this man's kingdom. Okay. And we're quickly approaching. Okay, the day of destruction. We're quickly approaching the day of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we're quickly approaching that MOTB. All right, and that's what people don't want to speak about. Well, guess what? Okay, once again, there are going to be no more vain divinations in the land of Israel, because when prophecy is here, it ain't going to be nothing to talk about. It's going to be on your ass, Jake. All right. For the visions is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay. And the prophecies are not tarrying. Okay. That's why we're seeing the the um the escalations, okay, of war in the Middle East. That's why we're seeing, okay, this digital infrastructure, okay, this digital prison being built all around us. That's why we're seeing, okay, them trying to merge man with machine. That's why we see them trying to be gods upon the earth. Okay, this is all prophecy, but including with prophecy, okay, it's going to be a great deliverance. Okay, this man is going to lose, okay, to Yahawashi and his elect. Okay, but 2/3 getting ready to get caught up over here. Okay, it tells you how. Matter of fact, that's in Ecclesiastes. Now let's get that. All right. See, Jake don't know what time he in. Let's go there. So, Lock it, bear with me. bear with me. This is the book of, so here, 9 and 12. Let's go here. See, Jake truly don't understand what's getting ready to happen. This is Ecclesiastes 9:12. It says, "For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net." Okay, see, we're coming into that time where Jake about to be taken in that evil net. And as birds that are caught in the snare, so are the Son of Men snared in the evil time when it falleth suddenly upon them. You gotta remember Yahawashi said he coming like a thief in the night. It's getting ready to fall suddenly upon Jake. All right? Because Yahawah by Hashem Yahushua is indeed sharpening up this sword. This is Ezekiel 21 and 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, say, thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Okay, it tells you how it's better to go into the house of mourning than into the house of mirth. Okay, but where's Jake at? Jake is in the house of mirth, okay? Not understanding what time he's living in. It could tempt the rod of my son as every tree. He has given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened and is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer, howling cry, Son of man. For it shall be upon my people, it shall be upon the princes of Israel. Tears by the reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon the thigh. And that's why it also tells you how judgment's going to start at the house of the Lord. Okay? Judgment is coming. Okay? Whether you believe it or not. As we started in Ecclesiastes, Jake truly don't understand that sin against an evil work, just because it's not executed speedily, okay, is not going to prevent you from the judgment. Okay? Our people are fully set to do evil. Okay, now rejoicing and praising because they think this government gonna be reopened. Nah, Yahweh Shah is coming with something. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah is gonna continue to speed up these prophecies. Okay, you gotta remember everything is in the hand of the Lord. All right, and we'll end right here in the book of Second Ezra, chapter 7 and 17. It says, "Then answer I and said, O Lord, that bears rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but that the ungodly should perish." Okay, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, because we understand we getting ready to go to the straight gate. Okay, we're gonna suffer straight things. We're gonna suffer losses. Okay, but guess what? It's gonna continue to tell you and hope for the wise. See, we got something to hope for. Okay, for they that have did done wickedly shall suffer straight things, and yet shall not see the wise. And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High Yahawah, and none that has understanding above the highest. For there shall for there for there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. Okay, for the Most High has given straight commandments to such as came, and what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua has gave you straight commandments of what you should do to live, okay, and what you should observe to avoid punishment. And Jake ain't doing absolutely none of it, okay, because they truly think a judgment is not gonna come. Okay, Jake truly think a judgment is not looming over America, Babylon the Great. Okay, they truly don't believe that this thing is going to be cut short. Okay, but we're quickly approaching it. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shem Rekak Wadash. Double honors to the head apostles and elders. Shalom to our Akim Ma'waf. Shalom.